Alrighty, Doc here from North America. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening somewhere. Let's see how the sound goes. Let's see. Have I started yet? Yeah, I've started. Let's see. Let me see. Let me see if I can hear me. This is just. Oh, here we go. Looks like it's just. There we go. Today. There we are. And you can see today. All right. So what do we got going on? Here's PPI, and you can see. Let's see. Can you see? Let's move you over to the stock market for a few seconds here, like so. There it is right there, and you can see the news came out. This is it right here. This is the most sensitive. You can see right there. This is where the news was released at. 7:30 or it's 8:30 Eastern Standard Time now, and you see the stock, the S&P 500 went from 5,390 to basically almost 410. The high is 408.25, and now we'll see how they hesitate. They take apart some of the numbers. Let's see what they're saying about some of these numbers. July PPI year over year 2.2 actual versus the 2.3 estimated, so it's down 1/10. They thought it was going to be up 2/10, and it was down 1/10. I mean, it was up 1/10. So it's a little bit slower. That's what they need. They need that. They do. That's what they're hunting for. Let's see. CPI tomorrow. Okay, let's see. And let's see. Better than expected. They're saying it's good numbers, makes everybody happy. That's a good thing. That is a good thing. And as I said, it makes everybody cautious because they know that that it's just the beginning. It is just the beginning. This is the last July core unchanged versus an estimated 2/10. This was basically politically, this is the most important one of all. So opens the doorway for they could do rate cuts now, so forth, and the next one will be after they start voting, because we start actually voting by mail in America now in September for November. All right, so it takes they do all that. PPI is below forecast. Dollars dropping. Yeah, let's see what the dollar's doing. Let's check that out. I mean, I can see. Let's see. There it is. There is the euro against the dollar. It's lifting up a little bit right there. It was up yesterday. Went into the buy yesterday. Let's move one of these greens over to it. Right there. Oh, let's try that again. There it is right there. You can see the green. We put in there just to remind you it's above the zero line right there. And at the same time, let's see where we go like that. There we are. Let's put the, let's fix that keyboard too. There we are. And at the same time, let's look at it on the spreadsheet. And there it is on the spreadsheet. Let's go to it. There it is right there. The euro last night closed in a daily buy right there. There it is right there. So it's up a little bit today, and it's in a weekly buy. And we do believe consistently that that weekly buy is the general trend week over week. And you can get your 3 or 4 days in a buy on a daily. Someone's got to start covering. You can see things like that. And vice versa. If you're in a weekly sell and you go into the daily sell, then obviously you want to be not long. You want to be short. You want to be hedged if you need to be protecting yourself from the value dropping. If you're short, let's see, July core PPI year over year, 2.4 actual versus 2.7. Yeah, see, all the numbers are saying, hey, no problem. Now, we also know that they seem to revise these numbers. I'm not seeing revisions. So that is usually why you can see. Let's put it this way: if there was no revisions behind it, or there's no question marks behind it, I'm a little surprised we're not seeing the stock market even higher. Okay, so yeah, that's how it all plays out. So you can see this. Let's just show you the stock market too. And in other words, if there must be revisions, let's just get that mouse. Where's that mouse at? Right there. Okay. See, there must be revisions going on because look at this. Yeah, this is the daily of the euro dollar pairs trade. Let's just move that over to there like that. That's what that is. Okay, and so they're keeping it firm. They bought it yesterday. They had an idea there was going to be some strength today. But the thing is that it's not taking out that high. And so the question mark is, why isn't it taking out the high if it looks like, hey, okay, go ahead, spend. All right, Yano says Apple, Meta, NVDA, Tesla, Google, Gaga, Google. Google's an awful big number. It really is. That's where they got Google. It's a number. It's a trillions. All right, so first one was Apple Dapple. There's Apple Dapple. You can see right there in a daily buy. Right now, there it is trading live. It's a little bit higher today than it was yesterday. You can see we are in the daily buy from last week, from the close right there. And then we dance our way over to the spreadsheet. And there's the spreadsheet, and there's the Apple 1 week in a buy, 6 days in a buy. Yeah, let's go like that. There we are. Why did that get moved up? I think we need to move that up. Oh, let's see, can we do that? I guess what we're going to do is take that out. Can we delete that row? Let's see what happens. Delete. Somehow or not, it shifted. Shift cells up. Shift cells down. Delete entire row. See what happens when I do that and I say OK. That's a little bit better. There we go. It seems like it's moving back up. And then I guess we could move that cell up. Let's see if we can do that. Format cells. No, okay. Because somehow or another that cell seems to be wacko. See, it's not unlined. We have to figure out how to. I guess what we want to do is we want to move that up. No? Okay, let's do this. Can I just do those like that and just move them up? Let's see if we can do that. Format cells. No. Cancel. We'll have to work on that because you can see it says Apple, and then this weekly should be up top. I wonder if I can move that up. Format cell. Where's it at? Alignment? No. Cancel. All right, we'll worry about it later since it's okay. It's just underneath. So there's Apple, and we really want to have these guys up here where it says. What if I do this? If I copy that, can I copy that? Copy, and then go paste. There we go. And then we can delete that. Maybe that's it. Let's move those up so it doesn't drive everybody crazy. And then copy and paste and then delete it. That'll help out a lot. Delete. Cut. How about that? There we go. All right, we'll worry about this. Let's go back to what Giannis was asking about. And that is, the next one was Meta. Let's see what the Meta looks like. And there it is on the spreadsheet, Meta right there. And you can see Meta is 4 weeks in a sell, 5 days in a buy. So let's put Meta up on the screen. Right there. You see that? We don't even have a green line over there. No one's following it. So we've been in a buy since right here. This is going on a 6th day now. Is that the 12th? Oh, that's the 12th. It's not showing us what they're doing with Meta right now. Let's see if we can find Meta right now. Change the feed a little to show today's pre-market. Let's see, pre-market. Oop. Pre-market? There it is. Right, let's close that. And there's today. You see that's higher also. And this is now the 6th day. As the spreadsheet says, we came in on the 5th day in a daily buy and 4 weeks in a weekly sell. And you can see, oh, here we go. That's something that's interesting too. Here you go, Giannis. Look at this. The weekly number is leaping up like a frog out of the lake. Look at that right there. So that's trying to lift up, and it's moving into the buy area. Let's check it out. Do I have it on here? I think I do. Didn't we have Meta on here? I thought we did. There it is right there. There's the Meta on the beta. And, yep, you can see it there. Matter of fact, what was last week? There we are. I think last week on the beta it was in a plus. How about that? Shrink the chart size. Let's see what that does. Makes it a little bit easier to read. Yeah. It looks very close. Let's show you what's going on over on the beta. Might have been in a buy last week right there. I'm trying to get the right read on that. It doesn't seem to want to give it to me. You can see that the two lines are easily above with no problem. We'll have to get that fixed. We're trying to get these things fixed, but you can see it visually. It's doing a great job moving up. And what's a little odd here is that we got these red dots going on, even with all that daily buying going on. What was that? That was, there we are. So, from there, we go over to Giannis's next one, and that is NVDA. Let's see what NVDA looks like. Here is NVDA. And it's ticking away. There's the 13th. That's yesterday. It went into the daily buy yesterday. Where's the mouse at? We'll go over and double check the spready sheet. There it is. 4 weeks in a sell, 1 day in a daily buy. We're going on the 2nd day now. So in other words, it'll be a 2 at the end of the day there, as long as it stays like this. And let's see what it looks like over on the beta right there. You see that? See, it's lifted up in that buy. There's the buy right there. And then when we go back to the other platform, you can see same situation, except for the weekly. Interesting. The weekly is dragging its feet a little bit here. That's very interesting. It's really fighting. Let's see, where's that at? Oh, I see. It's not. That's why. That was Meta that was going into the buy. So this is trying. The fast has moved up on it throughout the week. The slow is just moving up now to the negative manifold right here, and at the same time, it's below the 0 line right there. Yes, indeed. All right, next one will be Tesla. All right, here we go. And there is Tesla. And it closed in a daily buy, I believe, yesterday. Let's just double check that on the spreadsheet. Looks like it's there on the screen with no problem. There it is right there, Tesla. Yep, 2 weeks in a weekly sell, 1 day in a daily buy. We're moving around in there. And today it's a little bit higher than yesterday, but you got a little red dot develop. And you can see the fast is trying to get up to the 0 line. Excuse me, 0 line. Not doing the best of jobs there, of course. All right, let's see. Oh, there it is. I want to see. Let's see if I can do this. There. Where's that? There it is. There we are. There we are. So now the last one that Giannis wants to see is the Google, which is an enormous number. Enormous. Gigundous number. Let's see, where are we? And there is the Google. We're looking at 3 weeks in a weekly sell, and we're looking at 2 days in a daily buy. Whoop. Move that baby back over to there. Somehow or another, I just moved them over. See, that's how I got in trouble last time. Somehow or another, I moved that bottom spreadsheet situation so that the numbers are below it, whereas everybody else's are... Oh, no, it's below it too, isn't it? Okay. How about up here? Yeah, see, they're all below it. Okay, so I must have to shift that cell. No, you know what? The top one is not. They're all aligned with the symbol. Okay. So anyway, there is the... Where's the Google? There's the Google. And let's see what it looks like on the screen. I'm going to throw it on the beta too at the same time. There's Google. And then let's put it up over here. Right there. And as you can see, it's look at it. It's trying to dip a little bit. It's still in the plus, but we got a red dot, and it is higher. But that's, again, this is pre-market. They clean those things up in 43 minutes. This goes New York, and once it goes New York, it straightens out. They start showing you not all the trades. I guess, well, I'm not sure how to describe it anymore with the black pools and all that other stuff. What it does is it does straighten out all of it in the end. All are too long in those daily buys. Daily buys, yeah, I hear you. Yeah, but look at Meta. Meta and Apple. You know, let's go back to them really quick for you. There's Apple. You can see Apple is in the weekly buy last week. Amazon is not yet there. You see that BA is in a weekly buy now for 2, 4, 6 weeks now. Since the 70-ish in this area, it went into the buy right down in here. So in the 73 area, and we are trading in the 81 area. So that's, you can see that it's been in a buy there. CME, Chicago Mercantile Exchange Group, in a weekly buy now for 4. This is going on a 5th week. It's been in there since back in here in the $200 area or 198 area, and now we've gotten up to about 208 area. And you can see it went into the daily buy here. 2, 4, 6, 7 days back. What does it say on the spreadsheet for CME? Yes, there it is. So that's not even today. 7 days back. And that's just yesterday's number. How about that? Then from there, what was Giannis looking at? We looked at the Meta, and the Meta is trying to get into the weekly buy now. And then from there, the Google is, just... it's laboring. So it's one or the other. They're going to start turning the stuff down again with another daily sell, or what will happen is the weekly will catch up, go into the weekly buy. You can see the amount of wins you've had with the weekly sell has been a real successful situation there. You know, caught all these big sell-offs, the weekly sells. So when Apple went into the sell up here in the 230 area, 228 area, I don't know, 29, whatever that is. And then it found its way all the way down to the $200 area. So that was that one. I mean, this thing was in a sell. Let's put a red line in there. This thing went into the sell right there on a daily basis. The weekly joined in off of this last plateau area in here, and it traded all the way down to there. Maybe the selling is over with for the time being. Amazon, same situation. You know, went into the sell in the 190s to the 185, 190 area, and traded down in that weekly sell to the 151 area. So like $40. And then now it's trying to turn up. It went into the buy off of that Monday. It's in the sell from here. and it's only been going higher, which is not exactly the best situation. But you made so much money from the sell-off that you shouldn't. You can't complain. You got to give something back once in a while, and that's part of that math we keep on talking about. It's 86% out of 100 accurate. So if it's 86 times, if you win 86 times and only lose 14 times out of 100, that's a darn damn good number, and you don't get your head handed to you. You just kind of basically it's a I don't know how else to describe it. That's good. Good, not bad. All right, so Google are too long in those daily buys. I don't know if they're too long. Remember, a daily buy can lead you to a weekly buy. So we'll see. Today's only Tuesday. We'll see how this thing starts to act on Wednesday and Thursday. That's the wild one. Oh, speaking of which, Jonos, I think I'm going to be doing a video. I'm going to be out at camp a lot. That camp I do every year. And I'm not sure what the internet looks like, so I'm going to just do Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and I'll make a video and send it over to you instead, or use the video on the OBS. We can figure that out tomorrow. But so post it that there'll be a video tomorrow, but not live. Does that make sense? I'll put that in writing and explain it to you. But that's where I'm at now. Camp started Sunday. I was out there Sunday afternoon. The young ones go in today at 1 o'clock, so I'll have a better idea by this afternoon. But what I'm figuring is I'm going to make videos. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll coordinate it with him. Or her. Or them. Is that a her or him? I just don't know. So, anyhow, that's where we are. Oh, I know what I wanted. There it is. There we go. I wanted to put the other... moving something around here. There we are. And then, all right, traders. From there, we shoot over to him. Okay, thanks. I don't know. I just seriously. I'm a numbers person. Words. I'm a numbers person. That's why my opinion of the market is so different than the mainstream. Is because I follow the numbers. They use, we call it platitudes. They make up words that what do they call it? Transitory, things like that. They don't speak clear. So sometimes I'm just I'm just a little more oblivious than most people. That's why, because Doc is in his own world at the same time. That's what it comes down to. Doc is in his own world. And that's why I see the markets totally different than the average, money manager. And that is the name of the story there. There we are. Alrighty. So now from there, where do we go from there? Let's go to... let's see, we were looking at the euro and then we started looking at the stocks. Let's go check out the stock market and see if it's influencing. It doesn't look like it's really making the stock market move any from the data. I'm not seeing the internals yet. And you can see here they drifted down a little bit, almost back to where it started from, and now it's trying to lift up again. You see that we went back into the buy right there. How many is it back? 2, 4, from here. 2, 4, 6. So 2, 4, and 6. So it went into the buy right there. And is that right? Yeah. Went into the buy there and climbed up a little bit. And they're just flirting, I guess you could say. And again, I guess they're concerned possibly with the PPI. Usually you can read PPI from the numbers from CPI. And so, because it was still negative, in other words, how do I say that? It had increased. In other words, so since it increased, it means that negative is becoming greater. So in other words, inflation is still here. It's still going on. It's just slowing. It's slowing down more and more. And it's enough to make the Fed feel comfortable about lowering the interest rates, but maybe it's already in the market already. Maybe that's what it really comes down to. It's in the market. And so they're not, the market is not exploding at the moment. And that's why we have all those weekly sells. Matter of fact, if you go over and you look at, like there's the S&P 500. It's still in a weekly sell right there. You go back over to the Tech 100. There we are. You see right there, same situation, still in a weekly sell. And you can see those same things on the spreadsheet. If we can get to this, where's it at? There it is. There they are on the spreadsheet the same way. We'll highlight both of them so you can see them all. You see that right there. So you can see that the S&P 500 came in 3 weeks in a sell, and the Tech 100 came in 4 weeks in a sell. So there's a lot of pressure on that weekly signal, and I guess this is probably like the best description of all, and that is, imagine if they, first of all, tomorrow's number is going to be big, all right? So like today's was, but obviously it didn't really move the markets much. So the bigger question is, will they, if the PPI doesn't look any better than what CPI looked today, will they get freaky? In other words, and so they're right now they're in the basement trying to kick that number around so it looks better. And then next month, after everybody started casting votes, they can let it fall apart more because it won't matter. Because people are going to start casting votes going into next week. I'm sorry, next month. So September, people are going to start sending in their... Do you know what the number one Google search was in 2020 presidential election? The number one search question in Google was, how can I change my vote? And people voted for Biden. A lot of people voted for Biden in mailing. And then they realized that they didn't want to vote for Biden, and they wanted to change their vote for what he had been saying and campaigning, and they couldn't. So that is going to be a real challenge this year, and that is that keeping the voters in line. And so they need to make sure these numbers look okay. They need that. That's why they want that interest rate cut. They want to be able to run ads. Look at this under Joe Biden, interest rates are dropping. That's what they're going to say. Not counting the fact that when he started as president, they were at like 1.5%. Now they're at 5.25%. But that's the way they always work. They all go. Joe Biden has, or in this case, Kamala Harris has in her. They're telling you that they took over a mess. Inflation was 9%. It's like, no, inflation was 1.41. It was under 2%. But they go constantly say that, and the media sings that song, because whatever they say, the media sings it. So that's what happens when you have a FCC, a Federal Communications Commission. You get very poor information. That's why Doc is more accurate than the Bloomberg and CNBC and all that stuff, because now, luckily, the business channel, owned by Fox, not by Disney. Remember, Fox News is owned by Disney. Fox Business is owned by Murdoch. So, you got that situation going on where Fox News tells you one story and then Fox Business tells you the opposite of it. Federal Communication Commission cooks you every time. Every time. All right. And let's just show you. There they are, right there. There we go. It shows you right there. There's the Tech 100. And it's got a nice little bounce going on, just like that bounce was, and then it rolled over. And that What happened there? There, and then there, and now there. So they keep on month over month up 1/10, year over year up 2/10, but they were expecting it to be 2-3. Yeah. Yep. All right. So from that, let's go to the next. Where were we? We were looking at the currencies. So let's get back to the currencies. Unless someone wants to see something, and be my guest. Just put it up on the chat line. We'll go after it. All right. Now let's go back over to here. There is the euro. So let's look at cable. See how the civil war is going. Seems like things have chilled out a little bit there. This is starting to outperform again the euro. You can see here it did push itself into the weekly sell, though. That's the problem. So you really can't jump on that long yet. Only if you do it through the binaries. And then let's do this. There's Euro GBP. And you can see it's pushed itself into a sell now for a fourth day. And let's see. A fourth day. Where's that mouse at? There you are. Let's see. Yeah, right. Oh. Okay, there it is. And so you can see we came in 3 days of a sell. We're going on the fourth day now. At the same time, it's been 2 weeks in a weekly buy for that whole bounce up. It was in a daily buy for it. So winner, winner, chicken dinner. You can do the binary to play it down, but we got to wait for this weekly to change directions again. So that is the magic. Now from there we'll go over to the inflation fighters. They should be topping out in here, I would think. There's the inflation fighters, and it's still in that daily buy now. And on the spreadsheet, it's been in that daily buy now for. Scroll down there. It's been in the Swiss pair trade. It's been daily buy for 4 days and a weekly sell for 11 weeks now. All the way up here in that 91.5 area, and traded it down in the weekly sell all the way down to 84.30s area. And the stock market's not really. I guess they'll come in and buy when the New York opens up. That'll be interesting. And then so let's see if they hold it, or as we were seeing, those shelves where they go and take it down again. I don't know. It's the weekly sells. The only thing that sits in the back of my mind out of all these stock indices, and I know we're looking at Swiss franc at the moment, but the Dow Jones Industrial Average. I'm going to put it on the other one like this. There we are. All right, so it went into a weekly buy last week when it came to the Dow, so that's the reason why my mind is a little curious. Let's see what they're doing. I'm going to jump out of here again. Let's see what they're doing with the Tech 100. No, not Tech 100. I'm sorry, the Russell 2000. There's the Russell 2000. See, Russell sold off, and it's having a hard time. It looks like a reverse head. It looks like a Head and Shoulders now. So that's really disturbing, because this index always represents the speculation coming in. And you can see now this is a third week. It's been went into the weekly sell up in here somewhere, and it went into the daily sell right there. Huh. They're thinking that the interest rates are going to drop in September and November. Yeah, so that's really well said. Is that every when the market anticipates. So the moment they start cutting, chances are they're going to start taking profits from it because they've been buying. All right, now from there. A malicious attempt. They're saying 1.3 million were listening to the Twitter. There you go. All right. Okay. So from there to Swiss, we go over to the yen. And you can see the yen, plateauing again, like this one right there, and this right there. All right. So there's the yen's action. So from the yen, we'll go over and take a look at euro, Turkish lira. There it is. Oop. There we are. All right. So there is the great experiment. Looks like it's got into. Yeah, I think we have it up on the spreadsheet. Turkish lira went into a daily buy. Where is it at? Yeah, right there. There it is. Last night. It's 14 weeks and a weekly buy. Now the bigger question is, are they going to do one of these crazy spikes again where it goes through another all-time high again? That's what it does nowadays. It gets those crazy spikes, and then I guess the central bank comes in and tries to stop that. And they've been very successful in the sense of on a short term, on a day-to-day basis. But when it comes to a week-to-week, you can see our weekly buy has been in a weekly buy for a while, and it's not willing to surrender. All right. So from there, we slide over to. Let's see, where's it at? I guess we do the last one, which will bring us into the metals, which is always nice. And that is, we look at the South African rand. There's South African rand, even moving down more. And you can see this is the fourth day in a sell right there. Let's grab one of these cells. Let's grab that cell. Now there was a loser. Went into the weekly buy. I guess there was the daily buy right there, so that was not too bad. That helped out. Let's see. Yeah, so there's the daily buy right there, or is it? No, it's right there. There's the daily buy right there. There you go. That's the interesting one. You can see here, that's where it went into the daily buy and stayed in there until, like, literally right there. But at that point, it was in a let's see, where's the sell? Right there. There's a sell. You can't take the sell because we're in weekly buy at that point. And then it pushes, it does that flippy flop thing. Let's see if we can do this. So we grab this buy right there. So then it goes into a buy, and you're long, and you lose on that trade. Got to give up money sometime, and I have no problem showing you when it happens. And then you get back into the buy off of this one. And again, you lose money. I mean, the next day, okay, yeah, you could have made money and set your stop higher. No doubt about that. You're trading the hard delta. You could have made money on that. Ran from 1852 up until 1858. So barely any real big profits at all on it. But you could set the stop right and make money out of it. But then it goes back into this sell again. Now the bigger question is, when is the weekly going to drive into the sell? And that would be very bullish for the gold. So let's put gold up there and show you. There is the gold. You can see gold, as South African Rand is heading down, gold is heading up. Okay, so too bad I was positive with those weekly sells expecting a decline. Well, they went into daily buys. You got to hedge yourself on that. Today's PPI shows me that the markets will move back up. It's trying. I'm not too convinced. I think what it really confirms, this is what it's screaming. There's no doubt about it. It's telling us that the Fed now can cut in September. That's what it's saying. The Fed can cut in September. And I think it's unnecessary, but a quarter point is not exactly anything that's going to move the markets. But what's going to happen is that the political side of it, they've been begging for a cut since last November. And so you're talking about 10 months. So November and December, January and February, March and April, May and July, August and September. It'll be 9.5, 10 months. They said that they were going to cut 7 times, and they've never cut at all. So, and they were doing QT, quantitative tightening, and they've stopped doing the QT. They've been doing QE again. So they're flooding the market with more capital, which is keeping the inflation up. That's why I don't think cutting interest rates mean anything. But politically, they need to show their base that they have control of the economy on some level. Joe Biden was walking around and Kamala Harris was walking around telling everybody interest rates are going to be cut. It's like, yeah, interest rates will be cut. Interest rates are transitory. They won't say that word anymore. They're afraid to say the word transitory when in fact that's what it's really all about. They are transitory. So that is the magic to that. All right, now from there, where are we at here? There is the gold. So let's take a look at the silver. And there's the silver. My bigger question is, did I load those guys in? I saved the products. Oh, you know what? I got interfered in a phone call. That's what it was. There we are. Let's do that. I'll do that at the same time. All right, so there's silver. You see silver, same thing. It's down for the day, but still in a daily buy for a 4th day now, and it's still in that weekly sell. And did we look at the gold? Gold fell out of that weekly. It was playing with the weekly sell, but it's back above again. It seems like gold is obviously the true leader compared to literally anything else in the metals arena. In other words, we watch silver, we believe silver, we think, okay, you can convert silver to gold, all that. But in the end result, the gold definitely leads more than anything else. The only one that used to lead more was platinum, really. And then there's copper. Copper's a little surprising too. It jumped into the buy yesterday. You can see it up on the spreadsheet. There it is there on the spreadsheets. You can see gold. Let's highlight all 3 metals for you. So you can see there, gold is 6 weeks in a buy. going on a 7th. You see silver is 4 weeks in a sell, going on a 5th. And copper, same situation. It is 4 weeks in a sell, going on a 5th. But all of them are in daily buys at the moment. And then we go and look at the platinum. Here's October platinum. And it's trying to tell us, looks like it's trying to tell us. Let me just double check too. But there we are. Let me go to the exchange and take a quick look at the price tag of what platinum is trading at. There's platinum. We're looking at October. Yeah, see, that's wrong. Because that high yesterday is much higher. And the low was all the way down into here. It was an outside day. Which, this was a decent sized day right here, but it was an out. This bar should be all the way down. Let's see if we can get that to fix itself instead of me having to fix it. All right. So there's that. Did not fix it. So we'll have to fix that. And then from there we go over to let's see, we got to fix that platinum. I'm going to fix that platinum now because I want you to be able to see the accurate platinum. I want to see if it's in a sell or not. Because I mean that's a big thing to me. There it is. Let's fix that. I thought it looked normal yesterday, but something weird happened there. Let me just double check that right there. I'll be able to change the highs and the lows and all that other stuff in there. Let's see. Wow, what a weird number it got. Let's make sure it's the right thing. Yeah, that's it. There we are. All right, and then the settlement was 46. There we are. There we go. Now we'll see it updated. There we are. That's better. Still trying to get in, but it changed the and that now has moved over to there because it is minus, but we've got a green and a red on this. So that's where we need to fix on the beta too, the green and the red situation. All right. So that is the platinum, and that's the best leader of all. And you can see, it moved up, but the surprise to me more than anything else is that they cannot get that thing to go. And now it's trading like 12, 13, is it 13? Almost 1400. It's trading almost $1,400 underneath gold. So 1400? Yeah, that would be right. 14. No, it might be 1500. Is that right? That'd be 1500 would make it 2442. And gold is trading at where's gold trading at? Gold is trading at 2505. Yeah, it's almost $1,600 difference. It's $1,550 difference. It's more than just 2-to-1 now at this point. And I think that you see it's dipping down too the way platinum is. And platinum seems to lead it, but not. It's just the momentum. The momentum of platinum is leading it, not the the price. Of course, the price is falling apart. They're selling the daylights out of silver and platinum to hedge their long gold, I guess. There we are. All right, that completes the metals. From the metals, we'll go over to the energies. Okay. The CPI today, right? CPI. And tomorrow PPI. Which one was it today? I'll just double check. Was it PPI today and then CPI tomorrow? Not there. Nope, that's the wrong one. There we go. Alright, let's see what they say. Let's get rid of that. Let me just check one thing here. I just want to see what their numbers look like now. See if they've done any reevaluations. Yeah, it was PPI. Okay, producer price inflation show. So tomorrow the CPI will have that encompassed with it. That'll be interesting. Okie dokie. So from there, we shoot over to the energy sector, and let's take a look at crude oil. And there is crude oil right there. It's also, look, it's moving just like the metals, just a little twist. But notice that it's going back into the weekly buy. Over on the spreadsheet, you can see. Let's do this. There it is on the spreadsheet. Crude oil right there. You can see crude oil is 4 weeks in a sell. And 4 days in a daily buy, now going on a 5th day, still even with it a little bit lower, but you can see the weekly is finally starting to turn up, which is cool if you're a bull, and if you're a bear then it's not cool. So then from there we go over to, from the crude oil, we'll go over to heating oil. Right there, there's the heating oil. And Brent, we are going to get that thing turned on so we can see our math on the Brent again. I do miss that. That was really great. There we are. And so, let's see, right there. Okay. There we are. So there's heating oil. Doing the same thing. They're all dipping down, but it's been in a daily buy for 4 days, going on a 5th. It's still in the weekly sell. That is a very positive sign when it comes to the economy, because that means that it feeds trucks, it feeds planes. They're expensive. It cuts prices for people, and that's why it's a positive. That's why it is a positive. Oh, I wanted to do this. Activate. Let me just do this. I just want to download this. There we are. All right. Natural gas. It looked like it was playing with the daily sell there yesterday. It was trying. You can see when we even had a red and a green dot, but it stayed in the daily buy for another day. You see the weekly is getting very, very close. Yesterday we put up the back months, so we took a look and see what the back months would show. And they showed, basically that the price tag is definitely higher than what it was throughout the year. It's trying. The back months are playing with the $3 area. And that has a lot of influence with the way the energy sector functions. And then, let's see where we go from here. Let's do. What other energy? Bio first, I like that. Read my bio first. How you been? I haven't seen you in a while. let's see. We've done these all three. Okay, so that we've basically got that all done. All right. Anybody want to see anything particular? Because I'm getting ready to get out of here. So, just let me know where we stand. If not, we're going to get out of here. Oh, that's nice. Glad to hear that. We try to, keep in touch with the other people in the trading website here. And it's nice, that people stop in and say hi. All right, traders, we're out of here. This is Doc from North America. I might be video tomorrow instead of live. We'll know better this afternoon. So, happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you, to all our trading friends. Later. See you later, Bio First, and see you the rest of yous later also at the same time. Doc, over and out.